Good morning, Borodar. It is I, Farmer Ben, back again, block rocking beat, etc., etc. Here we are. So why am I here? Today is raid tournament day, 4-star raid tournament. I did have a request to do a video on a 4-star one because I didn't do the starting one. This yesterday went very well on the attack and awfully on the defence. So I'm just doing my quick collections there as well. Right, let's go into the raid tournament and see how things are. So it's a 4-star bloody battle. Bloody battle, I can only say this so many times. Don't take a healer. Just don't do it. Though if you're one of my opponents, please do it. It makes it a lot easier. It doesn't mean you always win if the other team have a healer, but it definitely helps. So no blues allowed, which means should be thinking about red tanks, as I have done. So I've gone with Wilbur as a tank, backed up by Falcon, Proteus, what's his name, Chow, and Cademon. I thought I'd assembled a fairly good defence team, but it has so far been absolutely awful. D, it's gone up, it was E. When I looked yesterday, it was 4 losses in a row. Today I've actually won 2. Or one of them was yesterday, one of them today. So it's improved. I was surprised at how badly it had done, if I'm honest. But there we go. We can't have it all. Yes, there we are. So anyway, actually on to the attack. So 4 stars, obviously, no blues. Let's see who we get. Yep, this team's got Wilbur as well. Look at that. I went Wilbur, they went Wilbur. In fact, their team is very, very similar to mine, except they've gone Sumli as well. Let me think. My Wilbur will, to some extent, cancel out their Wilbur. I'm not going to take a green. I could do with a debuffer, really. I probably do want a debuffer to break them down. The only debuffer I can really take is Cademon. I may regret this, really. So let's put Cademon in. Greens are not going to be a colour I'm wanting to use much, but I would like a debuffer for their Wilbur. Oh, well, let's see how we get on. So 4 for boom. Can't even talk. Yeah, well, maybe taking a green wasn't such a bad idea. They've given me plenty of green tiles. So obviously I'm not going to use Cademon yet because their Wilbur is just about to go off and will slow me right down. So I probably shouldn't have taken my Wilbur, thinking about it in hindsight. Still, never mind. Live and learn. Right, this time this will work quite nicely. So Cademon knocks down their Wilbur's thing. I don't know if Wilbur is he a monk? Yeah, he's withstood the status ailment. I think he may do, but that stops Falcon and Sumli going off anyway. Let's hit them with this one, and then I will link them all together, and the red tiles will now do a lot more damage. Boom. Oh, red 5 in a row here. That should mean this one is a nice guaranteed win now. You can see the tile damage has got pretty significant. I probably wouldn't normally suggest. I'm not a big fan of Wilbur on a fence, actually. I should probably have not taken him. I find he's a bit of a double-edged sword offensively. I prefer him on defense. There we go. Anyway, let's see. Oh, who have we got here? Yeah, load more reds. Yeah, dangerous team. No two ways about it. Falcon will be the key because if he goes off, madness, and I can't do much about that. I will drop Cademon from this one. Probably go with, let's put Scarlet in. Do I want my own Colen? It sort of makes sense to go with yellows or reds. I could go with Wukong. I could go with Merlin for a bit of a giggle. Sorry, I can just hear a weird noise in the background. I think it's a fly, but maybe you're wrong. Sounds annoyed. Don't really. Let me just check their team again. I don't think I need a debuffer. Yeah, I don't need a debuffer particularly, so Caedmon's probably not the one to take. And green is going to be weak against all of them. Though, obviously, I had a ton of green tiles last time. Wukong is a risk. I'll go with Wukong. He is one of those ones that can have a huge impact, or negative and positive. Well, let's try this. This will hopefully create a combo. It was quite a good combo. It's a shame about the blue tiles, really. That's just feeding him mana. What I could really do with on this one is a status ailment remover. The only status ailment remover I have at the 4-star level is Rigard, I think. Can't think of any others. And Rigard I wouldn't take because he's a healer. Though, I don't know, maybe it's worth it. If Kolen goes off, things get very nasty, basically. Hopefully he won't get to go off, fingers crossed. See, the green tiles are obviously doing no damage there, which was perhaps a risk I shouldn't have taken, I don't know. She should die. This should be fairly effective against him if it actually hits him. So hopefully now with the Wukong's damage there really helped out. He is a bit hit and literally he's hit and miss, Wukong, because sometimes he decreases your chances of hitting your opponent. He is a risk. I use him on Titans. I know a lot of people say no, don't use Wukong on Titans anymore. You should use Mickey. I haven't got Mickey or Charlak or any of these people, so. The advice I get given is often not very helpful for me, but there we go. But Wukong's pretty good, and I reckon most people have got a reasonable chance of having him, as you can get him from the standard training camp. Now, this team, I would say, have gone with the wrong setup. Does this, as I always say, my caveat here, it does not mean I'm going to beat them, but they have got the wrong team. Totally the wrong team, in my opinion. So what we've got is a team with 2 greens. They haven't got a red tank. They've got 2 healers. Liu Zhu he's a good tank, in fairness, but I would have gone with a red tank, given I can't take blues. I will probably colour stack purples. Let's go with Merlin. And do I keep Scarlet? Scarlet. Yeah, I will keep Scarlet, I think. And let's see how we get on. Well, let's do the purple move to start us off and see what happens. So, like I say, Liu Zhu, or Lixie Ixie, as my son always calls her, she is a good tank, in fairness, especially for these, fast mana raids as well. She's particularly good because you just keep knocking your mana down at the last minute, which is really annoying. Melindor is, in my opinion here, a really bad choice. Really not a good idea to take Melindor on this kind of thing. What's his name? Skill Skull's quite good. Skill Skull is a good hero. I'm actually going to feed some tiles into Melindor because I don't want to hit. I don't really want to feed tiles into Skittle Skull right now. He's my next target to kill. Melindor, like I say, I've let him go off. It doesn't really bother me going off. Bold Tusk at least will boost their attack, so that is so Bold Tusk at least has some advantage, but it's not huge. The one I'm really more worried about is Proteus. Finally getting some purple tiles. That's kind. It's a good job I wasn't totally reliant on getting purple screens. Right, here we go. Oh yes, that's a nice little combo there. That'll just help things out. Right. Well, I may as well use Merlin on Melindor, and there we are. It's all over. It's all over. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. So, yeah, as I say, in my opinion, really didn't take the right team there. Not me, him. My team was, yeah, you know, if the screen, if the team he had been set up a bit better, not like Liu Zhu hadn't been supported by two healers on the bloody battle, that could have been a really different story then, because the screen definitely wasn't on my side, at least in the early stages, and that's really when it actually matters. Sorry, morning coffee there. No, this is a better setup. So this guy's got Liu Zhu in the tank. Like I said, Liu Zhu as a tank was fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Kolen, who is, as I've already mentioned, quite dangerous. Kafar, he does stop healing but he does damage over time, so he's a pretty good choice. I did wonder about taking Gafar myself, I must admit. Is it Gafar or Jafar? I get the two confused. Gafar, that one. This is costume Liu Zhu. Do 180 and 10%. What about non-costume? 150 and 20%. Oh, there you go. So two Liu Zhus. My only criticism, and it's only a very, very small one of Jason's team, is that he's gone with a yellow tank and a yellow wing. It means, you know, purple colour stacking is an obvious route to go down. But, you know, that's a very small criticism. You've got to take two of one colour. May as well go purple. Let's see if I can have some luck. I am going to need a bit of luck on this one. No two ways about it. I'm going to hope this triggers a purple combo. Yes, that should do it. Bang, there we are. Right, that was lucky. So often, you have to, you can play the tiles a little bit. You have to sort of try and foresee possible moves. So with that one, I could see that I had a purple set up, and I was hoping for another one to just carry me over. And it did it really nicely. It doesn't always work, of course. I'm worried about Kolen, so he's going to be the one I'm going to target for now. Hopefully, yes, there we are. That's got Merlin and Proteus ready, which is good. So Merlin's just taking a beating. Now I'm going to Proteus this side. Reasonably sure that Kolen doesn't have any kind of mana shield, like some of them do, or withstand or whatever else. Because you want your Proteus to work. I'm not going to hit Liu Zhu at the moment because she's hopefully going to kill herself, and the tiles will do a hell of a lot of damage to her as well. There we go. That one there kind of hinting at the power of having purple, two purples, and the weakness of having a yellow tank and a yellow wing. Just meant that I could hit the purple tiles. Quite a lot of damage to both of them, so there we go. But like I say, that is a small thing, that's not necessarily a big one. And last up, we've got, ooh, interesting, got good old Cyprian. Cyprian. So with Cyprian, it is going to be necessary, no two ways about it, to be quite targeted. I tend to switch for snipers when I'm facing Cyprian because he is going to be annoying. Normally I would take two debuffers, so I would probably take Caedmon and Sonia, or possibly Caedmon Sabina, Caedmon and Melindor. I can't here, or at least I can, but there's no point taking Sabina because she's a healer. No point taking Melindor, and Sonia is not an option. So I'm just going to have to go with one debuffer. Or I tend to take a debuffer if I'm facing somebody who's got perfect riposte. They've got Rigard, not not a great choice. Let me just shut that one down. School don't reopen apparently. Bing. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's see how we go. Yeah, Rigard wouldn't be my choice if I was them, because Rigard is a healer. Costume Rigard's very good, but again, not really what you want on bloody battle. 5-0 green at the top. Slow screen, this one. At least I'll get a purple move here. The other good thing about Proteus is because his damage is done over time, he does not... he can, when he does go off, he doesn't... I'm trying to speak. The counter-attack does not affect him. So because it does, his damage is poison damage over a long time, so he's quite useful in that way as well. Proteus is definitely one of my favourite easily one of my favourite heroes that I have. Really good all-rounder. If you are lucky enough to have him, I strongly suggest you level him up. You won't regret it on raids. You really won't. He makes such a big difference. Right, let's just quickly finish off. I can't think of a name off the top of my head, that one. The red one there. And this should then finish off Costume Luzu, and all that is left is Rigard. Not too worried about Rigard. Again, you can see they've made the smaller mistake of having 2 purples with one as the tank. It means it's easy to colour stack against them, and it meant the tiles were doing more damage to Rigard at the end. But really the big mistake was Rigard is a healer. So far I've won all 10. That keeps me in the top 1%. I'm sure I won't be on the leaderboard with my defence rating, 6861. The other thing is that I am, my 4-star teams, the troops aren't that high, and I don't have that many emblems on them really, so I never tend to be in the top on the leaderboard. But if I keep winning, hopefully I will manage to hold on to top 1%. So the actual attacks went very, very well, which is nice. And I get Path of Valor thing. What's that? Oh, defeat heroes, lovely. 100 enemy heroes in raids. So there we go. There we are. So keep on ticking over on the Path of Valor. That was all very, very jolly. There we are. So I hope there was something in there which was vaguely helpful to anyone. Generally sort of tactical video, that one. Very much sort of who to think about, tactics, who to avoid on the defence teams. There were definitely a few things I criticised on the defence teams there. Not all of them, but 1 or 2 things I would personally recommend you avoid. Anyway, so this is the end of the video. I hope there was something helpful and useful in there for people. Please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. As I say, at the moment I am kind of doing a little bit of murking, and if you'd like me to come and join your alliance for a little bit, do let me know, because I've got 2 now lined up. I will try and visit. One of them I haven't actually replied to his comment on YouTube, which I should do because it's rude not to reply. But I will come and join a few different alliances. It's quite fun, nice to meet different people and so on and so forth. So yeah, take care. This is Farmer Ben wishing death may come swiftly to your enemies. Take care, peace out, goodbye.